Hey, what's up? This is Chosen. Happy Friday to you. This is going to be a Raid Shadow Legends video to stay efficient with the Pythion fragments as we've got the Champion Chase tournament and 2x Ancients live and all that. But I did want to start the video. A week ago, as you can see on the bottom right, I did a video talking about an opportunity to get 500 free energy by completing a survey that was posted on Reddit. And I got a lot of comments and a lot of feedback from a lot of you saying, why would I trust this? Why would I plug this to my viewers when it's probably a scam? And I just want you to know that if you subscribe to my channel, I'm not going to plug something to you unless I have done things behind the scenes to vet something. I've been in the content creator program since day one. I've been playing Raid since day one. I know a lot of people behind the scenes that are involved with Raid. So if I plug something like getting 500 energy in game as a reward, I have done things that lead me to believe it is authentic for you. So I'm not just going to plug random things on Reddit, and I wanted to let you know that that video did end up being true. As you can see, I am getting my 500 free energy right there by completing that survey. And I know some of you may not have gotten your energy yet, and one of the community managers commented about this on Reddit and talked about how it might take a day or two to process getting all of those sent out, and then also that some people messed up and put their player ID wrong. They copy and pasted it wrong, or they typed it out wrong. So those of you that did that survey, you should be getting your energy if you did everything properly, as I just got mine. But anyway, now that we've gotten that out of the way, we need to talk about the events going on around Pythion to make sure we're staying on pace as we head into this first weekend and the 2x Ancients and all that being live. I'll talk to you about what I plan on doing and what I think the most efficient route to go will be, plus how crazy the point requirement is in the Champion Chase and all of that, so you have full context heading into the weekend. Let's get into it. Alrighty, now first of all, let's pull up the Pythion fragment event calendar, and right now it is Friday the 13th. By the way, it is my good friend Darth Micro's birthday today on Friday the 13th. So those of you that know Darth and are familiar with his content, make sure to be nice to him at least for one day here, because today, Friday the 13th, is actually his birthday. But also, we have got everything live in game this weekend with the Champion Chase, the Ice Golem, and then Champion Training and Dungeon Divers coinciding with the Ice Golem. So lots of things we need to focus on here for the next day or two. And if we look at this in game, we have got 1150. So for the 5 fragments, it's usually a little bit easier to get that first fragments, and then it's a little bit more. So it goes from 1150 to like 1350 to get the next fragments. This is perfectly normal how they usually structure it, and pretty much expected. So the most efficient route for getting this 2,500 points, which for most of you, if you can get this 2,500 points, I would. I think this is going to be the better route than next weekend Summon Rush. I think this is like, you're gonna have to do pretty well in either one, this weekend's Champion Chase or next weekend's Summon Rush. I think for most of you, the better advice is going to be prioritize this weekend and get after this 15 fragments. Now for the 2,500 points, the best route to go for sure is going to be pulling Ancient Shards and going after epics. So you can see here that our normal champions are 250 for epics, so you get 25 times the points for an epic compared to a rare. And during a 2x weekend, it's a lot more realistic to get epic champions. So definitely, if you've got Ancient Shards, I may do a video. I may like pull Ancient Shards and keep track of how many shards it takes me. I would say for most of you, it's going to be very, very RNG dependent. And if I pull out my calculator here, you know, we've got to get 2,500 points. 2,500 points, and I'd say, so your average points on an Ancient Shard is probably going to be about 70, if I had to guess. So divided by 70, you get 36 or so. So probably going to take you somewhere between like 30 and 50 Ancient Shards, depending on some of your RNG. If you get lucky, summon a couple legendaries, obviously it's going to happen a lot faster. If you get screwed and you have bad rates, it could take you up to 45, 50. I think it's going to be somewhere around there. I'm obviously going to like go live and make sure that I get these points. But also, if you have got champions you've been sitting on claiming from the Doom Tower here under Fragment Summon, like I've got Erix and Varl and Basatha and Vassal and Gerda. I could probably YOLO some of these and basically get really close to the points and then finish it off with mystery shards. Remember, mystery shards do count as champion acquisition. So if you're sitting on 1 or 2,000, you can use that as an opportunity to get some points as well. It's obviously a lot harder to get points by pulling mystery shards, because if you pull up the champion chase tournament and go under info, you don't even get a bonus. If I remember right, you don't even get a bonus for uncommon. Yeah, so common and uncommon are only 1 point, which is unfortunate. It'd be nice to get 2 for uncommons, but remember, if you've got a bunch of shards, you can YOLO like 500 to 1,000 points off of mystery shards. It'll be tedious, but it is an option for you that sometimes people forget about. But obviously, for me, it's going to make a lot of sense to finally go ahead down there on the bottom right and claim my Ramantu. And you can see the 650 tournament points that popped up right there. And now if I go into the champion chase, you may be wondering, why was it 650 and not 500? You get different point values based on if it is a void or a regular, like Spirit, Force, Magic, Affinity champion. So acquiring a new void legendary onto my account, that was the 650 points that you see right there. And then also, don't panic. Sometimes these points lag behind a little bit. You can see on the bottom there, it still shows me as 0 points, but over on the right, I have gotten my rewards. So there is a little bit of a lag on the display sometimes, and if that happens to you, just kind of like wait and your points will show up. But you kind of want to keep track of how you're doing on this champion chase to make sure you're being efficient. And then I don't think any of these are really pertinent. Ramantu was somebody that I really wanted to hurry up and get to testing and add to my account and see where I can fit him in and like tag team and stuff like that, and what situations are going to make sense, and get an infographic done for him and all that. I don't think any of these other ones are super pertinent. And the way that I manage my ancient shards personally on my account is I like to stay within striking distance of a guaranteed summon event. Now, we've seen a little bit of inflation recently. I hope the guaranteed ancient events don't go up to 200 shards. We expect them to be about 150. And we honestly are probably going to be getting a guaranteed ancient shard event somewhat soon, like in the next 2 or 3 weeks probably, because if we go by the average of the events, we're probably due pretty soon for an ancient event. So I don't want to pull a bunch, but I'm willing to pull, 25, 30 and make sure I stay within striking distance of a guaranteed summon event. So I think I'm going to be able to go hang out live, YOLO some shards, and be able to finish the champion chase tournament going live and keep pace with the Pythion stuff. After that, by the way, you can see my points showed up down there. It just takes a couple minutes sometimes. But anyway, after that, you want to make sure you are doing the Ice Golem and the Dungeon Divers that are double dipping with each other, because that Dungeon Divers is live for the next couple days. But you also need to do champion training, and you can actually triple dip a little bit, because like with this Ice Golem team right here, I'm farming the Ice Golem to level up for points in the tournament, and then I am also getting Dungeon Divers by acquiring artifacts, and I'm also leveling up champions here by clearing it with 2 people featuring Nishok and Noct, clearing the Ice Golem and kind of doing all 3 at once. There's also different ways, like you can do the campaign, and the artifacts that drop at the end of the stage, they count towards Dungeon Divers and all of that. So good opportunities here. Now obviously this team's a little bit endgame. I've been playing for 4 years. Don't feel bad if you can't do the Ice Golem with 2 people. It's just a progress and doing the best you can with your account. But anyway, the gist is make sure you're doing Ice Golem and then double dipping with Dungeon Divers, while also keeping pace with the champion training, because these are all going to be ending by about the end of the weekend. And quick tip for any of you out there that are new, I had some people asking yesterday live on stream when I was hanging out with Layla. I was kind of going through and I was using brews to level up food champions a little bit, like taking a 4-star and then going up here and spending 4 brews on them. And the reason being is because I don't want to rank up champions with level 1 champions during a champion training tournament or event that is important, like right now with Pythion. So by spending 4 brews and upgrading, boom, I can get a bunch of points for champion training, and it's a very efficient use of my brews to help me go ahead and keep pace with Pythion. Then if we check the shop a little bit, hopefully there's something good in here. We did the Pythion summon pack yesterday. It's decent. It's pretty comparable to the monthly pack. It's probably in the top like 25% or so of offers you'll see in the shop. The bonus ancient pack. So these are not that good. Yeah, these ones, unfortunately, are not a recommend from me. But the monthly pack, the mini mix, the Friday the 13th pack, 30 for 18, 30 for 16. This one's probably going to be a little bit better. If you had to pick, like if you're a spender on Raid and you have to pick, I mean, this is going to be expensive, but it will give you enough shards at least to finish the champion chase. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be an amazing offer in the grand scheme of things. The stun, and I think this is a little bit too expensive here. So unfortunately, we don't see one of those packs that's like, ooh, this is really good compared to what we usually see. I'd say the best ones here are Pythion and monthly. After that, probably Friday the 13th. String here looks like it is at least better than like this bonus ancient pack. So, okay, I'm going to pop on over to the live section of this channel. We're going to do a quick stream for about 90 minutes or so. I've got a really important meeting this afternoon, but I want to go live, hang out with you for a little bit, talk about the stuff going on, pull some shards, finish my champion chase, get the account rolling, and have an opportunity to say hi of all of you. So please subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily Raid Shadow Legends content. Good luck on your shards if you're going for Pythion and all of that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace.